Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I'm Brendan Lee. I just wanted to talk to you in this video about ignorance. I wanted to talk to you about basically I know somebody and she lives with some people. And it blows my fucking mind how ignorant these people are. It's like they invited her to go from where she was to go live where they are, and there was some clear communication about stated intentions from this person who moved to the people that she's living with, right? She like clearly stated, here's what I want to do, I need to be doing this, and blah, 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 to them. And at first things were okay, and then at some point they flipped and said, no, you can't, you're not allowed to be here because like you keep working, like you keep doing the stuff that you say you want to do, and like you need support, right? And so they are, in one hand, I get the support of they're giving this person a place to stay. I get that, okay. But in terms of supporting them as a friend or trying to help her be more powerful as a human being, I don't see it. You know, like they say, a friend is somebody who supports you and not your bullshit. Well, in this case, these people want to take this other person and hold her down. Like, hey, I need to have a job. I'm trying to get back on my feet. No, don't work. Don't do these things you say you want to do. Don't do it. And it's like, it starts to blow my mind, right? I start to get a little bit angry. Like, what the fuck? You don't do that to people. You don't like beat them down and hold them down because of your own stuff. And then I look again and I go, oh my God, I don't even know if they know that they're doing it. You know, kind of like Jesus said, he's like, forgive them, for they know not what they do. This is a clear case of, I ain't saying forgiveness, but they know not what they do. They are fucking, when I look, you know, when I take my reaction out of it, right? Because if you're actually going to see something there for what it is, if you react to it like you have a negative or positive judgment about it, you're going to see your judgment. You're not going to see clearly. You won't see the thing as it is. You're going to see your own mind, right? So taking that shit out of the way and looking at like the minds of these people, I am fucking mind blown. It's like, oh my God. They really know not what they do. They have no idea. I bet I would put money on they don't even know what they're doing. They don't even know. And then I go, well, how is this possible? How is it possible to be that fucking ignorant? And then I look at myself and I go, holy shit, I've had times where I've been ignorant like that. I mean, not like that. Holy Christ, this is bad shit. This is way, 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 way down the line. But I've been ignorant. And then I've come out of being ignorant, or thank God I have friends in my life that fucking call me on my shit and they tell me, hey, Brendan, you're fucking up. And I go, oh, I didn't realize that. Thanks for telling me. Or I get angry about it, then I get over it and I go, my God, I'm stupid. Like, wow, I missed that. But it's the same thing as the ignorance. Now, what is that? Not why does it happen per se, like from a psychological, oh my God, they had past trauma, so they're not looking at their pain, blah, blah, blah. No. But the ignorance itself, the way it presents as an experience is I literally, like, say from Landmark, there's stuff you know, there's stuff you don't know, and then there's shit you don't know. What's an experience of that? You don't know. There is nothing there. It's just the world is the way it is, and that's it. You don't even know you don't know this thing. It's like there's a world that exists. Say it might exist for somebody else, but for you, it's gone. And it's not even like you know it's gone. It is gone. It's fucking gone. Gone. GG. It's fucking gone. It's out of there. It's not there. That's an experience of ignorance. This stuff is really tricky to overcome because you don't know. The same way, and then so I have my suspicions, right, about these people. I have some suspicions. One of them is that, fuck it, no, it's just my suspicions. But you want to know, don't you? This is another sick part about the human mind. I'm about to tell you anyway, just because you see, like, you want to know, right? You want to know the drama. Why are we so addicted to gossip and drama, right? But don't you want to know the shit or the tea? I'm going to spill the tea. You want to know the shit about other people because I'm about to shit on some people, right? And, I suspect part of it, like, for example, again, another story. I went to church one time just to check it out. Some friends of mine, people I know, they go to church. So they invited me. I'm like, okay, I'll go check it out, right? Now, I think I've told this story before. I go into the church. There's good stuff in there, right? It feels good. Like there's a community. Good. This is healthy, positive, powerful. Good. Community. Good. And it's a good community. Seemed like well-meaning, right? We did stuff in there like, at some point the preacher's like, okay, now turn to your brother and sister and shake their hand and say like, God, peace be with you, brother, or something. So you turn to a stranger and you shake their hand. Now, normally, what's your relationship to strangers? If you look carefully, if you stop being ignorant about what's really going on in your relationship to others, you're afraid. Most people are afraid. I think all people, 99.999999999% of people, scared shitless of other people all the time. It's in the background. We don't look at it. We suppress it or ignore it like I'm talking about, but it's there. Just watch people. They're scared. Everybody's afraid of everybody all the time. And then you go into church and you turn to a stranger, and for a brief moment, that stranger is not scary. What a relief. So it's good. I'm saying it's good, right? But then I get out of church. And then I'm sitting in the car, and then these people that just went to church where there's this message about love your neighbor and love your brother and your sister and peace be with you and blah, blah, blah. And they start, Mama, did you hear about so-and-so? They're such a fucking idiot. Mama. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Did you not hear the message? Like, did you miss the teaching? You go to church, you say you take it seriously, but then you're doing this bullshit in the car. How do you think that's the same as what's being taught? Now I'll tell you how it gets to be the same as what's being taught. Ignorance. You have to ignore that you're doing the dumb shit in order to be like, yes, I'm a good Christian, but then I do this other dumb shit that's not very Christian. The only way you in your own mind get to still be a good Christian is if you ignore the bad shit you did that's not aligned with the teachings. You have to ignore it. Because if you didn't ignore it, you'd have to confront, no, you're doing dumb stuff. It's not very Christian, is it? And so, back to my point, my pontification, if you will. If you're in a religious community like that preaches a certain way of life and you're not stacking up to that, in order for you to still be a good person, you have to ignore that you're doing this dumb shit. What I'm calling dumb shit. Stuff that's not aligned with your teaching, your teacher, your teachings. You have to ignore it. And so I suspect in religious worlds, there's a lot of ignoring going on. There's believing that a thing is true without actual knowledge of the thing is true, so you're ignoring the truth. Uh-oh. I had somebody write a comment about, yeah, you and Ralston, you shit on religion. Yeah, but why? Because it's not pointed to what's true. Now, I wouldn't shit on religion if religion wasn't claiming to know what's true. Like, oh, come to us, we'll tell you what's true. No, the real deal with religion, and prove me wrong, is come to me, I'll tell you what to believe about what's true. And there's no, hey, what's actually true? You can't question God. What's actually God? Who does that? Not a religion. So if you want to go for what's true, and in consciousness work, that's the commitment to discovering what's true for yourself, not being told by somebody else what's true. If you want to go for what's true, religion is the other direction. So I shit on religion because it goes the other way and claims to be going a way that it's not. See? Or I'm going to tell people how to live. I don't tell people how to live. You find me a Cheng Shin video where I'm telling people how to live. I might shit on somebody, and then you decide in your own mind, oh, Brendan shits on somebody. I should live this way. I never said live that way. You don't have to. You can do religion. I don't give a fuck. Just don't come to me claiming that is somehow giving you knowledge of the truth when you're just believing in shit. This is why I shit on religion. Just believe me. Why? What for? What's it do? It feels good. Yeah, probably feels good. I'll give you that. Like Peter talking about his dad. He's like, but Dad, why do you go to church? Why do you do that? He's like, it feels good. It's like, well, can't argue with that. Fuck it. Feels good, and if you're really a strong believer, keeps you fucking ignorant. Ignorant of what? Whatever's true. Because you're believing in what's true. You see how the belief is not the same as the truth? I could believe about the sun coming up tomorrow morning, and then there's the sun coming up tomorrow morning. They're in a different domain. I could believe about God, and then there's God. I could believe that something is healthy, and then there's actually the thing that is healthy. The belief is not in the same domain. Even science is a belief. It's just beliefs that you can fucking prove through objective evidence that really kick ass, that kind of say, this is a little more than just a belief. This is something that you can't really fuck with because I can prove it by X, Y, Z. It's got backup. It's like a belief with backup. But if you don't experience it for yourself, it's a belief. But it could be a very powerful one because it's verifiable. Religion is just made up out of thin air. It's made the fuck up. And so my beef isn't with religion per se. It's when religion is trying to say, we didn't make it up. It's the word of God or something like that. No, it's the word of a fucking person. People make up God. You know, church God, religion God. That's a human invention. And then there's God, the reality of God. What's that? Figure it the fuck out. Okay, so ignorance, right. So, there we go. I'm shitting on religion again. Oh, you out there. Come at me, bro. Now, here's another thing. Let me shit on something else since I'm shitting on stuff. You're out there, you're going to write some stupid fucking comments. In the comments, put your name on there. First and last name, and put a real picture. Otherwise, you're a coward. You want to shit on what I'm saying? Put your fucking name, first, last, picture, real picture. Otherwise, you're just some fucking piece of shit on a keyboard saying something, spouting off your opinion. Why don't you own it? Stand up and be recognized. I'm recognizable. I say shit online. I got my first and last name right there. What are you doing? You're being a dick is what you're doing. All right, so there. I shit on you too. Now, back to this ignorance stuff. The ignorance, in order to become conscious of what's true, I can't be ignorant anymore. And it's very hard. So it's like, for example, these people that really, at first, like they set me off, but then I go, wow, it's like, yeah, no, they really don't know what they're doing. And it just is amazing. It's amazing how that can happen. And so, because they don't know, it gives me pause about myself and what I don't know. And so, what do you do about that? Again, I'm certain I've said this several times in many different ways. One of the things to do is, one, to recognize that it's possible to be ignorant. And again, that presents like you just don't even know. It's like you have an experience and that's it. Like these people, they have an experience and that's it. And probably in there is, oh, you're doing this to me. You're causing me to feel a certain way. You're causing this. You're causing that. And so like it's locked up. So now the first thing is recognize that that's a possibility. And then two, if you want to remove yourself from ignorance, I recommend being really, really honest. Like being really honest, because you have to discover what's true, and honesty has something to do with that. And then you go, perhaps something like, what am I missing? Like, for example, you see, the reality is so convincing. It's really convincing. And In order to grasp what is, you can't take it at face value, which is to say, if you get rigorous enough with your honesty, you can recognize that you actually don't know what's here. You actually don't understand what reality is. You don't know something, even though you know it. At the same time as you have all this knowledge, there's still an unknown part. What's that about? Or what's missing? You know, like one example of this, and this is one I use in workshops, it's like you think I'm over here. Like you're over there and I'm over here. How do you know? Well, it just looks real. I know, that's what I mean. It's that strong. It looks real. Or again, like if I write something, you see writing. You don't see black marks that are meaningless. You see language. That's created. You learned how to do that, and now it's a fixed reality. Clothing is the right thing to wear. Like it's appropriate. If I were to strip naked on here, see, I wouldn't do that. Why? Because it's not right, for what I'm trying to do culturally. But that's made up. And you see how strong. It's like a world we live within, but it's not true. You see, and so we live within this stuff being ignorant of what the real source of it is, or ignorant of the, as Einstein said, the terrestrial origins. We've created all this stuff, but we forget their terrestrial origins, or we forget we made it the fuck up. And now we think it's real. You see, so then you move in the direction of becoming conscious of what's true, and you don't take stuff for granted anymore. That's the direction, And then, with a lot of work, a lot of openness, and a lot of contemplation, likely you can start to remove yourself from this ignorant mind, which shows up in major ways. When I see people like that, I'm like, oh my God, that is very ignorant. And then I go, what am I doing? See? So anyway, that's a little video about ignorance. If you want to check some stuff out, you know what to do. Be responsible. If you want to, like for example, if you want to say you want to come do this work, get off your ass and come do it, you see? Go find the stuff in the website, which one of the things that's funny is I've realized over the years now that I'm doing stuff, I get to see the back end of, like, say I post a video and I see how many roughly, like out of this many people that watch a video, this many people click a link. And out of that many people that click a link, how many people actually read what's on the website? Or when I send out an email to somebody, like say it's a group email, the amount of times that people have not read shit tells me that people in general don't read stuff. They don't read it through. They don't look. They don't pay attention, really. It's just kind of the internet. It's very fast, right? They're like, 1 click, 2 clicks is too much. You see, if 1 click is too much, then this work is not for you, you see. You actually have to have enough energy to at least click twice on something. But we see how quickly we don't even give a shit. If it's like 1, 2 clicks away, if it starts to become some work, we shy away from it. This is the reason why, like for example, same sort of deal. People know how to get fit. They know how to lose weight. They know how to do these things. They understand, but they don't do it. It's just the reality of people. Now this kind of work is in that direction. It's the you got to do it kind of direction, and it is not easy. So if that appeals to you, come do it. Otherwise, please enjoy the videos. I appreciate you watching. You keyboard warriors out there that post comments without your name, fuck you. Post your shit comments, put your name there, stand up. As Muhammad Ali said, be a man. It's okay. And everybody else, have a fantastic day. I hope this video has served you. Learn how to not be ignorant. Work on it. Or be amazed by other people's ignorance and enjoy. All right, much love. Take care. Till next time. See ya.